Hi, I'm Miss V from the Flint Institute of Arts, and welcome to another 5-minute art break. Let's all take a break from our day and do something creative. Today, I'll show you some basic shading techniques you can try out using just a piece of paper and a pencil. Let's get started.
To practice basic shading techniques, all you will need is a piece of paper and a pencil. The first shading technique you can try out is called blending. Blending is creating a smooth application of shading. We can try blending different values from dark to light by simply adjusting the amount of pressure applied with the pencil. As you work your way down, use less pressure. The next shading technique you can try out is called hatching. Hatching is shading using lines that go in the same direction. The closer together you place the lines, the darker the value you can achieve. You can also achieve a darker value by applying more pressure. As you move the lines farther away from each other and apply less pressure, the lighter the value you can achieve. The next shading technique is called cross-hatching. It's very similar to hatching, except now the lines can cross. You can place lines in all different directions. The more the lines cross over each other, the darker the value. You can use the cross-hatching technique to practice creating different values from dark to light. To create lighter values, you can also use less pressure in your hand. For darker values, you can use heavier pressure in your hand. Another shading technique is called stippling. Stippling uses small dots to create shading. You can build up darker values by placing dots closer together. Stippling is usually the most time-consuming of all of the shading techniques. Create different values from dark to light using the stippling technique. The further away you place the dots, the lighter the value. You can also change the value by adjusting the pressure in your hand. The final shading technique I'd like to show you is called scumbling. This is a shading technique that uses random scribbly lines. The more scribbly lines cross over each other, the darker the value. You can also achieve a darker value by applying more pressure in your hand. As you lighten up the value, you can move the lines further away and apply less pressure in your hand. Now that you've practiced some different shading techniques, you can start putting them to use in your artworks. Here's an example of how I use different shading techniques in this abstract drawing. I used all of the different shading techniques in my artwork, but you don't have to. You could use your favorite ones. I hope you have fun trying out some of these different shading techniques.
Thank you for joining me for this 5-minute art break. Be sure to post a photo of your artwork on social media and tag @fia.education. See you next time.